Okay, guys, so for review this week, we're going to be doing some solving with proportions, and and that does include percents. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. So the first one I want to talk about is just a percent problem. A store is advertising a sale with 10% off all items in the store. So if it's regularly priced $2.95, what is the sale price of the television? Couple ways to solve this. Knowing that, so you can try and solve this on your own and then check your answer, so you can pause it and check your answer. One thing that I would talk about is knowing that 295 is 100% of the answer. So 100%, and you subtract 10% because you're taking 10% off, and that leaves 90%. So one of the ways you could do it is 295 times, well, 90% equals, as a decimal, remember percent is out of 100, so 90 out of 100, so it's in the hundredths place value, equals 0.9 or 90. I don't have to have that 0 there. So 295 times 0.9, if I do that, I get 265, 50. The other way to do this is to find 10%, 295 times 0.1, that equals 29.5. Then I subtract that from the original 295 minus 2950. So I borrow, that was a 4, sorry, that's a 10. 0, 5, borrow again, 5, 6, 2, 265.50. Same answer. I like the other way better. It's just easier for me to work with that. But either way. So now in Washington, you have to pay a sales tax, and it changes with the places. So we'll use a nice round number. It's actually more here where I live. It's a little more than 8%, but let's just go with 8% right now. So now you're going to multiply that back by 8%. So a couple ways we can do this one is we can actually say we want 100% plus 8%. So that equals 108%. So if we think about place value or a decimal, it's 108, percent is out of 100, so it's a little more than, so it's 1.08. So I can actually multiply my last answer, 265.50, times 1.08 and get my answer. And I got 286.74. So I could also do like I did last time. I could find 8% and then I could add it to the original total. So I could say, let's change the colors again. Let's go back to, let's go to a, no, we already did a red. Let's go to this color right here. So 265 times 0.08, I got 2124. So then I add 2124 to the 286, 280, oh, excuse me, to the 265, 265.5 plus the 2124. Hopefully my answer from the last one, this one matches up. That's what I tried to add to. So I got a 4 here, 7, 5 plus 1 is 6. That is a 6. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 286.74. Same answer. So just another way that you can go ahead and do that. So I think this one's kind of interesting. So we see this kind of sales all the time. So we'll compare 3 different stores selling the same thing for different sales. So the first one is buy one, get one half off. Let's just call the 2 items. Let's call the 2 items, or $10 items, let's say. So regular price would be $20. So buy one, get half off the other one. So we'll call this number 1, number 2, and number 3. So on number 1, buy one for regular price, get half off the other one. Since it's only 10, we know half of 10 is 5. So this equals $15. So that's how much that would be. For number 2, 2 for the price of 1. So if I spend $10, I get the other one for nothing. So it's just $10. And then number 3, each item gets 30% off. So let's just do some work down here. 10 times 0.7, because I'm going to take that away. So you're going to lose 30%. So you're going to have 70% left, equals 7. So the first one is 7, plus the second one is 7 for $14. So this will work proportionally for any priced item, $20 item, $30 item. It'll work for any of them. So which offer gives you the biggest price reduction? Well, it looks like the buy 2 for the price of 1. Number 2 gives us that. We did the math right there, because that's the new price. Because it was going to cost $20, now it costs 10. Which offer gives you the smallest price reduction? This one kind of tricked me, but we're going to say the smallest price reduction is this one. It was only $5, number 1, because you still had to pay $15, even though you got half off the second one. So this one kind of gets me. These ones I have to actually do the math just to make sure. I can usually make a pretty good guess, but I have to do the math just to find out. So it looks like the side lengths end up being doubled. Then which of the following statements about the perimeter is true? So let's just find the perimeter right now, and it's a square. So 5, 5, 5, and 5. The original perimeter equals 20. Okay, and it is a square, so they're all the same. So 5 times 4 is 20. If the side lengths are doubled, let's just come over here. I know this is a really rough square. So now it's 10, 10, 10, 10. So the new perimeter is 40. Well, let's figure out what's true. It's not 4 times. 20 times 4 is not 40. 20 times 2 is 40. So I think that's my answer. Let's just make sure. The 20 times 1/2 would only be 10. And 20 times 3 is 60. So that wouldn't be it. So yeah, the second one would be the answer for us. So like I said, I have to physically work out the problems and just to compare them. Alright, so this is another one like that, and I got a couple more like this. And I really just have to work them out. Notice that this time, the height is doubled. So what happens about the area? First, let's find the first area. 4 times 9 is 36 square yards. Okay, so let's double the height. I don't have enough room to double the height, but we can definitely write double the height. 4 times double 9 is 18. So 18 times 4, what is 18 times 4? I believe that's 72. Let's just make sure. So 72 yards squared. That was a YD squared. Okay, so the new area will be half. Well, that's not true. It didn't get smaller. The new area will be 2 times. 36 times 2 equals 72. That would be it. So here's my answer. We can just eliminate the other ones. The new area would be 4 times. 36 times 4. Well, that'd be like 144. That's too big. And then the new area will be 3 times. Well, 36 times 3 is something like 90, like 108. So that would be too big as well. So it has to be the second one. So this one is just a little more time consuming, but that's okay. We can take a little bit of time for this. So remember surface area. Surface area is all the faces. So the way we talked about it is we said all the dimensions times each other times 2. So surface area equals 2 times, that's an equal sign. 2, oh, I should probably undo that equal sign. There we go. We'll do another equal sign. 2 times length times width plus length times height plus height times width. That's going to be my surface area. So let's do that. So 2 times, let's just use all the dimensions. 5 times 9 plus 5 times 6 plus 9 times 6. So 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 6 is 30. And 9 times 6 is 54. I'm going to multiply all of that by 2. So 45 plus 30 is 75. Plus 54 is 129. Times 2 equals 258. 258 square inches. So they say what happens if it is tripled? All the dimensions are tripled. So we'll just change all these. We'll draw ourselves a picture. Not nearly as nice as their picture. So instead of 5 here, it's going to be 15. Instead of 9 on this bottom side, it's going to be 27. Instead of 6, it's going to be 18. So let me just look at that, make sure I have all those right. Everything's tripled. 5 tripled is 15, 9 tripled is 27, and 18 or 6 tripled is 18. So same concept. Surface area equals 2 times, I'm just going to take all the dimensions, 15 times 27 plus 15 times 18 plus 27 times 18. So if I do my math, these are a little bit bigger numbers. 15 times 27, I get 405. 15 times 18 equals 270. And then 27 times 18 is 486. So I'm going to add those all up and multiply by 2. So let's add them all up first. 486 plus 270 plus 405. 1161. 1161. But now I need to multiply by 2. So that equals 2322 inches cubed. So let's figure out how many times it goes into there. So it's going to divide it. 2322 divided by 258. I got 9. So it is 9 times bigger. Look at that, the very first one. That is handy. So I got one more of these shape ones. Okay, for this one they want us to write a ratio. And so they want to compare the new perimeter to the old perimeter. How will the new perimeter compare to the old perimeter? Okay, so they want new perimeter first, old perimeter second. So let's first find the old perimeter first. So 3 yards square. So that's a 3, that's a 3. When I go 3 times 4, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, I get 12. So that's the original one. And so the new one, they said the side lengths are tripled. So we're just going to draw a square. Obviously, it's not to proportion. But if you triple everything, it's 9. Okay, 9 on all these. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, so new first, the proportion of new to old perimeter is 36 to 12. Well, let's take this over here and let's simplify this. 36 to 12. So there's a lot of ways we can do it. We can figure out what number goes into both those numbers. In fact, well, we could do 2 because they're both even. We could do 3. 4 goes into them. 6 goes into them. But did you know that 12 goes into them? And 36 divided by 12 is 3. And 12 divided by 12 is 1. So it's 3 to 1. The ratio between the new and old is 3 to 1. 3 times bigger the new one is. So that's it, you guys. Hope you find this helpful. K-mail me if you have any questions. All right, take care, you guys.